Is 2024 a good time to buy a home? I know that's a question on many people's mind right now. Hello my brilliant home buyers and sellers, this is Faryal, and in today's video we got a hot topic on our hands, which is 2024 a good time to buy a home? But before we dive into the nitty-gritty, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up only if you like it and if you're ready to explore the Toronto real estate market with me. So let's get right into it. First, let's quickly go over the numbers for the month of December, and then we'll delve into what we're seeing in the market right now starting January 2024. So what we saw in the month of December, that the year-over-year sales increased by 11.5%, but there was a decrease of 18.70% month over month. And new listings were down year-over-year by 6.6%, but guess what? Month over month, we saw a big dip. They dropped by 62.83%. And I think when a lot of sellers saw in November, there was not much activity. A lot of new listings were up, and we were in a buyer's market with no buyers. So that definitely discouraged people to list more homes in December. But usually December is a more slow month in the cycle of real estate. The average price was up year over year by 3.2%, with a slight month over month decrease of 0.23%. Now, the number of days to sell a home remained pretty much the same, which is about a month, and that has been the case for some time now. And the month of inventory is still low. We're sitting at 2.5 months of inventory in all over GTA. Now, in January, I've noticed that there's many buyers who entered the market. We definitely saw an uptick in the activity, leading to multiple offers. In many of my cases, I saw 3 offers on the table. In another house, I saw 6 offers on the table. However, I want you to keep in mind that that doesn't necessarily mean that the houses are not selling over asking. Many buyers who got into, they were still pretty conservative with the price they were putting on the table. And that's, of course, primarily due to the affordability issue. Now, let me show you some recently sold homes and their selling prices to really give you an idea of what is happening in the market. So I am in my MLS system right now, and I just want to show you what properties have been selling in the month of January and how much they're selling for. So I am in Peel in Mississauga, and just keep in mind, if it's happening in Mississauga, most likely it's happening in all the surrounding areas as well. I am going to take a look at the dates, sold dates, starting just going back to 11th of January, because things are changing so rapidly. We're going to take a look at the most recent sales up until today. And we're going to take a look at the detached homes. So about 34 that got sold. And if you go into the system and you take a look at the properties, all of them are pretty much selling below the asking price. I mean, there are some pricing strategies that have been used that are, of course, they're listed way below the market value, and then you go a little bit higher. Like in this case, you see 949 got sold for over $1 million, 1.399 got sold for 1.35. This one right here, 1.399 got sold for 1.391. So, and even the last one in Norn Park, we take a look, it says 1.570800 got sold for 1.520. And it's happening in multiple different neighborhoods in Mississauga. Now, as we navigate through the mixed messages in the news that is predicting that the prices will rise when the interest rates drop in the second half of this year, we also saw that the inflation went up in December from 3.1 to 3.4. Now, of course, this doesn't include your monthly costs such as grocery, energy bills, and taxation, which we know all Canadians are really feeling the pain right now on month-to-month basis. The biggest factor that actually contributed to this inflation was the rent increase. The rent was increased by 7.7% on the year-to-year basis, which definitely posed a bigger risk to our inflation. And I don't see a relief in the near future as well, because more and more people are renting right now as our population keeps growing, new immigrants keep coming in. There is tons of demand right now in the Greater Toronto area for those rental properties. Now, we're also hearing that the Bank of Canada's decision on the 24th of January, which is not too far, might be influenced by this, and the interest rates could go up as hinted in my last market update video as well. If you haven't seen it, do watch it. I do review the whole year of 2023 with you. But I think there's a lot of mixed communication going on. Some people think the interest rates will stay where they are. Some think they will likely to go up because of an increase in inflation. And some people think they're going down. However, I believe that raising the interest rate is not the only way the inflation is going to be tackled. At this point, I think there has to be other measures that need to be taken, because we are constantly in that loop right now. And I think raising interest rates further will hurt the economy and the Canadians really badly if that ends up happening. It's essential to bear in mind that we may not ever return to the pre-pandemic or immediate post-pandemic affordability levels. I think that is pretty gone now. It's in the past. But I will keep an eye on the unemployment rate, which is currently sitting at 5.8%, as interest rates from the past 2 years may start impacting people more now because it takes some time to adjust to those changes. Unemployment rate will most likely to go up more than 6% in order to tackle this. Now, according to the Desjardins economic forecast, sectors that are sensitive to interest rate include construction and the financial sector, so something to monitor. Additionally, I will suggest to keep a close eye on the population growth as well, because that will have a huge impact on our housing demand and also on the labor force as well when you're considering buying a home. And I would totally not disregard the fact that elections are underway in the US and we are not that far behind. And elections will also shape the situation of interest rates and affordability. We all know by now that many leaders may strive to address the housing crisis and to actually do something about it to gain votes and to gain popularity, right? It is noteworthy that in his 8 years, Trudeau made owning a home challenging, not only challenging, extremely expensive. And now suddenly there's a fast push towards building affordable homes. There's more and more money granted to different cities, so more affordable homes that are being built. I see it all the time in the news. Now, is it for the votes or does he really genuinely care? But here are my 2 cents on the market. I don't know exactly what is going to happen, but if the interest rate, as they are being predicted to go down mid of this year, then we will definitely see an uptick in the prices. That's given. We can't argue that prices will go up because we will have more and more buyers enter into the market, and supply still remains an issue. Population growth is still pretty high, and that's a cycle we're seeing for the past couple of years, right? However, it is concerning to see that the inflation has gone up to 3.4%, and the major factor was the rental market, which doesn't seem to be, I don't think it will go down, or the demand for rental homes will go down in the near future as well because of the population growth that is growing so fast. We need those rental homes. Of course, now building those affordable homes will take some time and it is a slow process. So to be honest, I'm really confused myself. I'm not sure what exactly and how exactly we are going to tackle this inflation problem. The only thing that does come to my mind to tackle this is that the unemployment rate has to go up even further up than 6%, maybe likely to 8%. And that's when the demand will really get hurt and it will come down, because there is no sign of population to stop the immigration. There is no sign of that happening. That's continuously growing. We're also seeing that the supply is not increasing as fast as it should be. You know, monthly people are getting hurt in terms of their affordability, just paying the bills in general. So raising further interest rates, I don't think will help the problem. It will only hurt the economy even further. It is a very sticky situation that we find ourselves now in Canada, thanks to our government, Justin Trudeau. Going back to the real estate, if you are someone who is thinking of buying a home in 2024, I wish I had an answer and said, yes, it is a good time for you, or no, it's not a good time for you, because I don't know. In the end of the day, it definitely boils down to the fact that what your financial situation is, what stage of your life you're in, what kind of support you have from your family, what type of savings you have. So I think there's a lot of other factors, and it really boils down to that. So if you're someone who feels that you're ready, might be a good time. If you're someone who's looking to save some money, this might be a good time, because as soon the prices go up, you won't be able to make those savings. And also keep in mind, you won't be able to get those conditions that you can right now and negotiate more with the sellers, because they are more open to that right now. Houses are still sitting on the market for a month, or in some cases 2 months. So there are some really motivated sellers out there, and that window, I believe, will be, I would say, 45 to 60, max 90 days. If you're lucky, that will start to close. That's some of the things I have noticed. I would like to know what your thoughts are on this. Let me know in the comments. I'm always curious to know what all you people out there are thinking. And if you have any questions, I'm always here. And if you are ready, if you're someone who is thinking of getting into the market, I have all the information in the description. You can either reach me by booking a consultation call through a Calendly link, which is very easy to do, or you can simply shoot me a text or give me a call. Or if you want to reach out, you can also reach out through sending me an email. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Faryal signing out.